If you compare wheelchair tennis with able-bodied tennis, there's not a lot of differences. The only main difference is that we're allowed to have the ball bounce twice. But of course, in games and in tactics, there's a little bit, of a difference because our mobility is not as good as able-bodied tennis players. So we need to, compensate the mobility that we have with a technical game that we play. The daily routine I have when I train is that I start of course with the warming up. We do drills, we do service exercises, we play points of course. When the Paralympic Games are going to get closer, my training schedule will change a little bit, and I think I will play more matches and more points, so I'm getting used to the routine and the pressure that comes with playing points. Because of my disability, I know I have a weak back. In the gym, I'm mainly working on my upper body because I have to use that the most. Balance, core stability, and upper body strength, and like my muscles, they need to be fast and strong. So that's what I, work on the most. I always train with Michael Scheffers. We like each other. We get the best out of each other, and we motivate each other. And I think we can learn a lot from each other. And of course, the part that Michael is a man and he's stronger, he's faster, makes me work harder and makes me, get better. And I need that. Well, in wheelchair tennis, you just have, it's very important to have your knees mainly like 45 degrees to the ball if you play a forehand. And then, of course, you hit the forehand and try to get your chair moving as well. But for the backhand, it's a little different because then you want to have your chair 90 degrees or parallel to the baseline and 90 degrees on to where the ball is coming from. Lean forward, and then you have all the space you need to hit the backhand. And I do have a little different backhand. I have a reversed backhand, so I hit the backhand with the same part of the racket as my forehand. So I don't change grips, I just change position of my hand. So this is my forehand. And then if I want to hit a backhand, I change my grip, but I change my hands and I hit the backhand. I think my biggest or most important moment or most memorable moment in sports was the Paralympic Games 2008, the gold medal match. I was playing against Corey Holman, my biggest opponent at that time, and she had match point. And so I had match point against me, and I had to fight against match point. And I didn't have any of that experience, but being down match point, 1 point away from losing gold, was very tough. But I, mentally got it all together, made my plan. I served and I won that point. And from that point on, it makes me so much stronger that I, continued and won the whole match. In wheelchair tennis, of course, you have the Grand Slams, which are very important games and very important matches to go to. But then you have the Paralympic Games, and it's just a total different atmosphere. I think this is one of the greatest and the best events that we can have as a Paralympic athletes to showcase what disabled sports is. If I hear the stories that London is doing right now, and media-wise, but also putting their effort in, it's going to be an unbelievable games. And I think it's going to be spectacular. There's going to be a lot of spectators. So for that, I'm not worried, and I'm totally excited to have full crowd, full stadiums, and a lot of support. And for me, of course, as an athlete and as a tennis player, there's only just one wish that I have, is that I win a gold medal in singles and a gold medal in doubles, and that's the only goal I'm going there for.